Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are seeking to dismiss Justin Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit against them.
In the moment, it just felt like, what? Is this fun for him? Is this like a test?
The buzz around Hollywood is always thick with whispers and secrets, but every now and then, a story surfaces that makes everyone question everything they thought they knew about their favorite stars. And this one? It's a doozy. So grab your popcorn, because we're diving into one of the juiciest mysteries making the rounds right now. Ryan Reynolds, the king of quirky charm and razor-sharp wit, has found his name tangled in the web of scene Diddy Com's infamous private gatherings, parties so notorious that just the mention of them sends shivers down Hollywood's spine. But could Ryan Reynolds, the man behind Deadpool's snarky mask, really be caught up in something this wild? Let's break it down.
And then also, it's just still just a stain on your name. I get why he did say something. I mean, I'm almost certain he got a post that probably would tell him, like, not to, but with something like that, it's like, yo, come on, yo. Like,
yeah, I think that was the biggest thing.
He got a lot
His
more
brand deals and stuff like that. I think
You know what I mean?
the thinking behind releasing the statement was like, it's moving already, and if you don't say anything, it grows bigger.
Let's start with what's being whispered in the shadows. These gatherings, famously dubbed freak-offs, have long been alleged to be anything but ordinary. For years, rumors have painted these events as extravagant, exclusive, and, according to some, downright outrageous. Stories of opulence and secrecy swirl around them, with claims that only the most A-list attendees gain access. These aren't your typical glamorous Hollywood get-togethers. They've been described as spectacles where power, influence, and indulgence collide in ways that might make even the most seasoned celebrity raise an eyebrow. Now, as legal troubles circle Diddy like vultures, these soirees are under an even harsher spotlight. But here's the twist. Whispers have begun to suggest that Ryan Reynolds might have attended some of these exclusive events. Shocking, right? The man who's built his career on being the approachable, self-deprecating everyman of Hollywood suddenly linked to gatherings that are anything but relatable. It almost feels too far-fetched to believe. But then again, Hollywood thrives on twists, and sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. So how did Ryan's name even get thrown into this mix? That's the million-dollar question.
Good morning, Michael. At this point, we've all probably heard about these infamous parties. Diddy's assistant now giving us details about what he says were called Wild King Nights.
Let's rewind. A clip recently surfaced online, since wiped, showing Ryan Reynolds and Diddy in a Super Bowl ad. They promoted their respective beverages, Ryan's aviation gin and Diddy's Ciroc. Seemingly harmless, but it sparked speculation. Could this collaboration hint at a deeper connection between the two? Hollywood loves its mysteries.
Diddy, David, and me, Ryan Reynolds, hard at work on an industry first. A daring combination of De Leon.
Was it just a fun marketing stunt or something more? Shortly after the ad, whispers began. Could this partnership hint at Ryan Reynolds being tied to Diddy's inner circle? In Hollywood's small world, alliances often run deeper than they appear. Was the ad a subtle clue to a bigger connection?
A lot of times you have him with a younger female. There's a power dynamic. A more impressionable girl is easier to reel in. It's between the people that are engaging. I wasn't there in these situations to understand them.
Of course, the ad itself was lighthearted, with Ryan's trademark wit on full display. But some insiders argue that appearances can be deceiving, and this is where things get murky. There's been chatter about leaked audio allegedly tying Ryan to Diddy's infamous gatherings. While the validity of the audio is hotly debated, some claim it's heavily edited or even fabricated. It's enough to raise eyebrows. The suggestion? Ryan didn't just cross paths with Diddy for a quick commercial shoot. He might have been a regular at these elusive parties. And if that's true, it opens a Pandora's box of questions. So what exactly happens at these gatherings? According to various accounts and ongoing investigations, these events are said to be anything but tame. Described as lavish, multi-day affairs, they're rumored to bend the rules of reality. Attendees allegedly include some of the biggest names in entertainment, drawn by the allure of exclusivity and excess. Reports claim these parties operate under a strict code of silence, with non-disclosure agreements being the norm. Guests are reportedly handpicked, ensuring only the most trusted or powerful gain entry. Once inside, the line between fantasy and reality is said to blur. But what about the celebrities? Who else has been linked to these notorious gatherings? Names like Jay-Z have floated around in connection to Diddy's parties, though nothing concrete has surfaced. The music mogul's own legal troubles lately only add to the intrigue. If these gatherings are as exclusive and secretive as rumored, it's no wonder details are scarce. The A-list crowd allegedly in attendance has every reason to keep things under wraps for their reputations and their careers.
I believe that it opens yourself up to some negligence claims. Again, I don't know if Jay-Z is going to go that far, but certainly I think it does open himself up to some negligence claims. Maybe that was part of the reason why he dismissed with prejudice. I don't know.
This is where Ryan Reynolds' alleged involvement becomes even more puzzling. For years, Ryan has meticulously crafted an image as the affable, down-to-earth guy who just so happens to be one of Hollywood's most bankable stars. His social media is brimming with humor, his interviews are disarmingly candid, and his business ventures, like his company, have only boosted his likability. But if the whispers are true, if Ryan did attend Diddy's parties, what does that say about the man behind the public persona? Could there be a side to Ryan Reynolds that the world hasn't seen before? It's a question that challenges everything we think we know about him.
And every day I'm working on that case. Every day we're figuring something out. Every day we're talking to investigators. And that's essentially what Alex did on his case.
Now, let's not overlook the legal implications here. Diddy's gatherings are currently under intense scrutiny, with allegations swirling about everything from misconduct to exploitation. Federal investigations have reportedly uncovered shocking details, and some speculate it's only a matter of time before more arrests are made. If Ryan's name is truly tied to these gatherings, even peripherally, it could spell serious trouble. The FBI has been known to cast a wide net in cases like these, and Hollywood insiders are already bracing for potential fallout. But here's the thing. As of now, there's no hard evidence proving Ryan Reynolds' involvement in anything untoward. The leaked audio is questionable at best, and Ryan has stayed silent on the matter, refusing to address the rumors directly. Some see his silence as an admission of guilt, while others argue it's a smart move to avoid fueling the fire. Either way, the speculation isn't going away anytime soon. What's most intriguing is the stark contrast between Ryan's public image and the allegations whispered behind the scenes. If he really did participate in Diddy's parties, it would mark a significant departure from the Ryan Reynolds we think we know. And while it's easy to dismiss these rumors as baseless gossip, the fact that they've gained so much traction suggests there might be more to the story.
Walked away, got no money,
Got nothing.
over.
And Jay-Z celebrated that, the fact that
We should say, and it was filed by the lawyer who has filed a slew of lawsuits against Diddy.
Let's not overlook the legal implications here. Diddy's gatherings are currently under intense scrutiny, with allegations ranging from misconduct to exploitation. Federal investigations have reportedly uncovered shocking details, and some speculate it's only a matter of time before more arrests are made. If Ryan's name is tied to these gatherings, even peripherally, it could spell serious trouble. The FBI is known to cast a wide net in such cases, and Hollywood insiders are already bracing for potential fallout. But here's the catch. As of now, there's no concrete evidence proving Ryan Reynolds' involvement in anything untoward. The leaked audio is questionable at best, and Ryan has remained silent, refusing to address the rumors directly. Some interpret his silence as an admission of guilt, while others see it as a strategic move to avoid fueling the fire. Either way, the speculation isn't fading anytime soon. What's most striking is the stark contrast between Ryan's public persona and the allegations whispered behind the scenes. If he truly participated in Diddy's parties, it would mark a dramatic departure from the Ryan Reynolds we think we know. While it's tempting to dismiss these rumors as baseless gossip, the fact that they've gained so much traction suggests there might be more to the story.
We've been reporting on like the Diddy lawsuits, right, for a while in here. Back in October, we actually reported on a lawsuit that was recently amended, as in Friday was amended to add Drewski and Odell Beckham.
So let's not stop there. If the swirling rumors about Ryan Reynolds and his alleged link to Diddy's infamous gatherings weren't enough, there's yet another layer to this story that has people talking. Because, let's be honest, when one domino falls in Hollywood, it often sets off a chain reaction. This time, that chain reaction is leading people to question just how deep Ryan Reynolds' personality issues might run. Sure, on the surface, he's the wisecracking, lovable guy everyone wants to grab a drink with. But behind the scenes, it seems like there's an entirely different narrative unfolding, one that involves power plays, alleged manipulation, and a long line of controversies slowly coming into focus. Let's rewind for a second and think about what we know, or at least what's been whispered, about Ryan's behavior over the years. While his public image is squeaky clean, there's mounting speculation that behind closed doors, he might not be the easygoing guy he wants us to believe. Take, for example, the ongoing legal drama involving his wife, Blake Lively, and her asterisk it ends with us asterisk co-star, Justin Baldoni. What started as a professional collaboration on a movie has spiraled into a full-blown court battle, with accusations flying in every direction. And while Blake is front and center in this fight, you'd have to be blind to ignore Ryan's fingerprints all over it.
We just broke a shocking story. There is a rift, and I think that is an understatement of a word, a rift.
The lawsuit between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is as messy as it gets. Blake has accused Baldoni of inappropriate behavior on the set of their film, and Baldoni has fired back with an even more explosive counter-lawsuit. He claims that Blake, along with Ryan Reynolds and their close friend Taylor Swift, conspired to twist the narrative of the movie, going so far as to rewrite scenes and allegedly strong-arm him into compliance. Baldoni's legal team has even alleged that Ryan and Taylor acted as enforcers, pressuring him to go along with Blake's demands. And if that wasn't enough, Baldoni's lawsuit paints Ryan as someone who's not above using his influence to exert control. It's a tangled web of accusations that's raising eyebrows across Hollywood.
So remember that what Taylor had told Justin was that Blake herself, she said, was Khaleesi, who was the queen in Game of Thrones. And Ryan, her husband, and Taylor were her dragons, her best friend. Although I think best friend is now past.
Now, let's talk about those asterisk dragons Blake mentioned in her text to Baldoni. Yes, dragons. In a message included in court documents, Blake referred to Ryan and Taylor Swift as her personal protectors, her dragons, who ensure her talents aren't overlooked. On the surface, it sounds like a supportive partnership, right? But dig a little deeper, and it starts to feel more calculated. Some insiders have speculated that Ryan's involvement in this lawsuit isn't just about supporting his wife. It's about maintaining control over the narrative. After all, when you're part of Hollywood's most talked about power couple, perception is everything.
A rift, and I think that is an understatement of a word, a rift between Taylor Swift, Blake Lively. Taylor feels like she's been used.
Yeah, used in the middle of Blake Lively's war with Justin Baldoni.
But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't the first time Ryan's behavior has been called into question. In fact, there's a growing list of incidents that suggest he might not be as easygoing as he seems. Remember the drama with TJ Miller on the set of Deadpool *? Miller, who played Weasel in the franchise, has openly stated that Ryan was genuinely mean to him during filming. And no, we're not talking about playful banter. According to Miller, Ryan's behavior crossed into outright hostility, belittling him in front of the crew and reminding him of his side character status. Ouch. Then there's Marina Baccarin, who played Ryan's love interest in the first Deadpool movie. While her character was central to the story in the first film, she was noticeably sidelined in the sequel. Why? Well, rumors suggest that Marina and Ryan had a disagreement on set, and instead of resolving it professionally, Ryan allegedly used his influence to ice her out. From press events to promotional tours, Marina was practically erased from the franchise's spotlight. Coincidence? Hardly.
Liz Plank was out, instantly said she quit, a show of support and solidarity with Blake after everything dropped, and people began looking into it.
Let's not forget about Rebecca Ferguson, who co-starred with Ryan in the 2017 film Life. While Rebecca has never named names, she's spoken about working with an insecure and angry co-star who made the set so unbearable that she refused to act opposite them. Instead, she reportedly demanded to act toward a tennis ball rather than interact with this person. Given the timeline and cast list of Life, it doesn't take a genius to connect the dots. Could Ryan really be the co-star? If so, it's a far cry from the charming, self-deprecating persona he portrays in interviews. But the controversies don't stop there. Ryan's alleged behavior hasn't just alienated co-stars. It's also raised eyebrows among directors and producers. Tim Miller, the director of the first Deadpool movie, famously exited the franchise before the sequel. While official statements chalked it up to creative differences, insiders have suggested that Ryan's desire for control was the real reason. Miller reportedly grew tired of battling Ryan over every decision, ultimately deciding it wasn't worth the headache.